everyone, it's Caitlin and welcome to another video. In this video, I am going to show you how to make some delicious, yummy, vegan chocolate donuts. These donuts have been on repeat in my kitchen and in my friends' houses for a really long time. They originally started out as mint chocolate covered donuts. I brought them to a potluck and all my friends loved them. Then I made them for my family, my boyfriend's family, my boyfriend for his birthday, all in different variations. I made some mint chocolate, made some peanut butter, but I decided that for the blog itself, I wanted to make a classic vegan donut recipe. So these are baked donuts, they are not fried. You will need a donut tin. The full recipe will be linked below as always, but they're easily customizable, so you could make them peanut butter flavored or mint chocolate flavored or whatever chocolate flavor, or just keep it classic. So without further ado, let's get into the recipe. First up, we are going to whisk all of our dry ingredients together in a large bowl, which includes some oat flour, some cacao powder, and some salt, baking powder, and baking soda. You do need both the powder and the soda for this recipe because the soda will react with apple cider vinegar and make the donuts even fluffier. So now we're just going to whisk everything together until no clumps remain and everything is evenly incorporated. And as you can see here, I'm actually using my whisk to form a well in the center of the dry ingredients, and we're going to be adding the wet ingredients to that, which includes some almond milk, some coconut sugar, 2 thickened flax eggs, which is 2 tablespoons of flax and 5 tablespoons of water. And then here I am adding some almond butter. You can use another nut butter if you would like as well. And then we're going to add some vanilla extract and that apple cider vinegar that I mentioned earlier. So then we're going to mix everything together, starting in the center of the well. You want to incorporate the almond butter into the more runny wet ingredients, and then slowly you're going to expand the breach, I guess, of the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients and slowly incorporate them and continue to mix until everything is well combined and no more clumps remain. So then now we are going to make our donuts. So I like to use these silicone donut molds, but they are a little flimsy, so I put them on a baking tray. I did grease mine, but if you use a silicone mold, you really don't have to. I've tested it with greasing it and without greasing it. But you're just going to evenly divide the batter into the 12 donuts. Each donut mold uses about 3 heaping tablespoons or a scant fourth of a cup of the batter. At least my donut molds do. I will have them linked below if you want to get these. I would highly recommend them. But once you have all the batter in, you're just going to spread the tops out a little, make sure all of them are nice and even, and then you're going to pop these in the oven for about 25 minutes. And then once they come out of the oven, they will have risen and be nice and fluffy and look a little bit something like this. You want to let the donuts sit in the pan for about 3 minutes or so, and then I like to wiggle the silicone molds like you can see here to sort of loosen the donuts up, and it makes it a lot easier to pop them out. This is another reason why I like using the silicone molds versus the metal donut tins. The metal donut tins tend to be a lot harder to remove. So then you're just going to pop all of your donuts out of the tins and then place them on a cooling rack where you're going to let them cool completely, or at least come to about room temperature before we top them with our chocolate frosting or chocolate coating. It's not really a frosting because it's straight up melted chocolate, which means you know it's going to be good. I'm using some non-dairy semi-sweet chocolate chips, but you can use any sort of vegan chocolate you want. You need about 3/4 of a cup in total. And then you're just going to melt it. I've shown you guys how to melt chocolate before, so I decided to not do it in this video. I just use the microwave. You can also use a double boiler, but however you decide to melt your chocolate, you're just going to dunk each donut into the chocolate and use a sort of twisting motion and rotate your wrist as you pick the donut up to get a nice smooth top. Honestly, the movement is kind of like opening a doorknob. It should be very natural. So you're just going to repeat this with all of the donuts until they're all evenly coated in the chocolate. And then once again, we are going to return them to that cooling rack where we're going to let the chocolate harden. It shouldn't take too long. I mean, you could also eat chocolate donuts with a melty chocolate topping. That would be awesome. But if you do want to top your donuts with anything else, you should do it now before the chocolate hardens. I decided to top about 1/3 of mine with cacao nibs for a little bit of an extra crunch. But whatever you decide to do, you just let it harden and then it's ready to enjoy. You get a nice fluffy donut with a thick sweet chocolate topping, and it's very good. All right, guys, and there you have it. The chocolate glaze is obviously optional. You could just make baked donuts and even full chocolate chips into the batter, but it just really adds a layer. They're like double chocolate Hostess donuts, and who doesn't love an opportunity to eat double chocolate? Speaking of which, I'm probably gonna have chocolate in my teeth now, but the consistency, in my opinion, is perfect for a baked donut. Personally, I like cake donuts more than fried donuts anyways, and I just think that that layer of chocolate on top takes it to the next level. You can even customize these and add like coffee to them or cinnamon or other things like that, but I also think they're pretty perfect on their own, and I hope you guys make them. So like I said in the beginning, the recipe will be linked below, and I'll also have a link to my Pinterest page in case you want to save it for later through there. And if you're looking for other donut recipes, I also have a few other donut recipes on my blog, so I will link those below as well. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and you can go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you're not already by clicking that little button right down there. I post 2 new videos every single week revolving around easy, vegan, yummy recipes. And if you have any other recipe suggestions for me, please let me know in the comments below too. I always like to hear from you guys. So that's it for now. I hope you guys are having an awesome day and continue to have one. And I also hope to see you in the next video. I will talk to you soon. Bye.